For centuries, European maps left a massive blank space across West Africa. Not because nothing was there, but because what was there challenged everything Europe believed about power, wealth, and civilization. This is the story of the Mali Empire, one of the richest, most organized, and influential empires of the medieval world, and one that history almost erased. The rise of an empire. In the early 13th century, long before European global dominance, West Africa was home to a powerful state built on gold, knowledge, and trade. The Mali Empire emerged around 1235, after the legendary victory of Sundiata Keita, a ruler whose life blurred the line between history and epic legend. Under his leadership, Mali united multiple kingdoms into a centralized empire stretching across modern-day Mali, Senegal, Guinea, Niger, and beyond. At its height, Mali controlled key trans-Saharan trade routes that carried gold, salt, ivory, and ideas between Africa, North Africa, and the Middle East. To put it simply, if you wanted gold in the medieval world, you went through Mali, the richest man in history. Mali reached its peak under Mansa Musa, a ruler so wealthy that his name still echoes today. In 1324, Musa embarked on a pilgrimage to Mecca. What should have been a religious journey became an economic event felt across 3 continents. He distributed so much gold in cities like Cairo that the value of gold collapsed for over a decade. European chroniclers were stunned. Medieval maps began depicting an African king seated on a throne, holding a gold nugget larger than imagination. And yet, despite this visibility, Europe struggled to accept what Mali represented: a black African empire that rivaled and often surpassed European kingdoms in wealth and organization. Centers of knowledge. Europe ignored Mali was not just rich, it was intellectual. Cities like Timbuktu, Gao, and Djenné became global centers of learning. Timbuktu alone housed universities, libraries, and scholars specializing in mathematics, law, medicine, astronomy, and philosophy. Thousands of handwritten manuscripts, many still surviving today, prove that Africa was producing knowledge while Europe was emerging from the medieval period. Yet European narratives often dismissed Africa as unwritten or uncivilized, deliberately overlooking evidence that contradicted colonial myths. The slow disappearance. So why don't more people know about Mali? After the 15th century, internal conflicts, shifting trade routes, and external pressures weakened the empire. As European powers began dominating global trade and colonization, African histories were sidelined or rewritten entirely. Maps replaced detail with emptiness. Textbooks reduced centuries of complexity to footnotes. Mali didn't vanish, it was forgotten. Why this story matters. The Mali Empire forces us to confront an uncomfortable truth. History is not just what happened, it's what was allowed to be remembered. When Europe claimed Africa had no great civilizations, it wasn't ignorance, it was erasure. And the manuscripts of Timbuktu, the gold roots of the Sahara, and the legacy of rulers like Mansa Musa stand as quiet proof that Africa's past was never empty, only ignored. So here's the question history leaves us with. How many other empires, ideas, and achievements were lost, not to time, but to silence?